frankly, I hope that all of the visions to my right come to pass. That would be a good place for us to be playing in as we move forward. My vision, I would have to say, has several components to it. First, we need to get to near real-time situational awareness of the threats. I think we'll do that through the deployment of the Einstein intrusion detection technologies. We're a little ahead of schedule on Einstein 2, and that will give us visibility into what's happening on the federal executive branch networks and give us an opportunity to really see what the problems are when they're actually occurring in real time. I think we need to get significant reduction of the risk profile so that we've got the risk down to a manageable level through the deployment of intrusion prevention technologies, which again goes back to the cyberspace policy review and some of the suggestions there. And so that's got to happen, and we'll have a capability to reduce the amount of noise that has to be addressed by those who are the defenders. We then need quite significantly to have that coordinated incident response capability so that those high value risks that are able to penetrate are addressed in a consistent, repeatable way, bringing to bear all of the capabilities of not just DHS, but the various other communities at DoD, the intelligence community, the private sector, our international partners, all being able to operate in a way that is, again, consistent, repeatable, and that will be effective in addressing those high-value risks. And then I think my vision, what I hope to really see happen, and we've all talked about it today, is that we get to a point where there is really quite broad societal recognition that, and that needs to be across both the government, across the private sector, in large businesses, in small businesses, among individuals as well, our international partners. It really needs to be very, very broad, that unprotected nodes, that what I think Bob referred to as poor cyber hygiene is irresponsible behavior, and that if we're not protecting those nodes, we're spewing externalities to our friends and neighbors and presenting opportunities for those who would do us harm to take advantage of those nodes and then use them as attack vectors against our universities, against our government institutions, against our businesses, and that there are significant costs to society of having those problems persist. I don't know that we recognize all of the expense associated with what is happening today. And we've accepted to a certain extent that there's going to be a level of risk. We need to get that level of risk down, and if we can do that and get that social responsibility at play, I think it's a force multiplier that will really significantly get us to a better place across all of the constituencies and places that we need to be.
Fantastic. Thanks, Greg.